Max Holloway is going to go out. He's going to fight Volkanovski. One thing that you guys may not know from watching this, but let me just take you through fight day real fast. Okay, you got a fight today. Oh, by the way, it's a main card fight. By the way, it's a co-main event fight. Well, you start doing the math of the location you're in. This was Pacific time. Main card starts at 7. Whole show's going to probably be 3 hours, which means if I'm co-main event, I'm leaving my locker room around 9:30. Well, the relevance to that becomes, what time do I get to the arena? How long do I want to be in the back of the arena, backstage, staring at a monitor, hearing the sounds, seeing the sights, and how much time would I rather just be in my hotel room, put my phone down, have my loved one or two with me, or no one with me, and relax? That's probably what everybody wanted to do, including Volkanovski. The problem for him is he had a teammate that fought on the undercard, so like a true brother, a true teammate would do. Volkanovski comes over bright and early. Volkanovski was in the building about 3:30. He's not even going to get his hands wrapped until close to 8:30, but he's got a teammate fighting. And it's relevant, and you want to know why I bring it up. Not only was that a cool move by Volkanovski, but the whole team has been doing so well this year. Now they got 2 belts out there at this little gym. Everything's going so well, but sometimes when you see some of these moves, when you see something like Volkanovski did, you see the support system that guys have around. I mean, look, this is an individual sport, I understand that, but it takes a team. It takes a whole team of guys that have a whole bunch of trust and back each other up no matter what. I thought that was a relevant story. I wanted to bring it to you guys. So they go out there and he's fighting Max. And one judge had this 50-45, which I don't dispute, but I didn't think it was all 5 rounds to Volkanovski. I thought that Max had won some rounds, and he certainly won some exchanges. But one of the problems that I feel that Max might have had was Dustin Poirier beat him for a second time, and Dustin Poirier came out and told the world, I beat him because Max is a rhythm fighter, and all I had to do was throw off his rhythm and never let him get going. Now, why I bring that to you is when you have a guy as rare as Max, and as special as Max, it is a code that nobody else can solve. Once a guy solves the code and then comes out and tells the world what the answer was. Now, Dustin obviously meant no ill will to Max. He got asked a question, he answered the question, but in many ways, I didn't know the answer. I've seen Max from his very first fight. Seen Max since he was 20 years old. Never dawned on me that he was a rhythm fighter, and if you can just stop that from getting going. Another big advantage that Volkanovski had is his height. He stands 5'6". Now, Max has gotten away from a wrestling heavy game. He got away from that about 2 years ago, okay? But he still possesses that tool. When a guy stands that much shorter than you, he automatically has an advantage to wrestling defense. He's just hard to change elevation and get underneath. You've now got to change more elevation, which does what? Just creates more time. It makes it harder to see. Okay, no problem. Max is going to go out and trade with him. But Volkanovski came at him like a bull in a china shop. He would not quit pressing forward. And he was very strong, and we talked about his strength. And again, he didn't use it a lot for wrestling, but he threatened some wrestling. He did make Max guess, which is one thing that Max did not do back to him. Max did not make Alex guess. He came out and just traded. Max also, I think, might have had some problems with some of Alex's leg kicks. Alex was really getting to the legs well, which is the shorter guys a little bit harder to do. It was a little bit of a surprise, at least for me. And Alex just marched forward. I will tell you, though, in Max's 2 recent defeats, the one to Poirier for a championship, the one to Alex tonight again for a championship, I don't know that I've seen Max lose. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. This is a battle of wills. First and foremost, it will then come down to skill and speed and some of these other things that you'll hear guys talk about. But ultimately, this is only a battle of wills. You're trying to break this guy's spirit. He's trying to break your spirit. Non-title fights, you got 15 minutes to do it. Championship matches, you have 25. That's what this sport is. Poirier fight or the Volkanovski fight. I have not seen Max lose. I have just seen time run out. I have not seen Max wilt or concede or back down in any of those 10 rounds in either one of those contests. I think that you guys would agree with me. It seems as though Max was just behind on the scorecards when time ran out.